Hello everyone and welcome to Daily Game Review number 35. Today we have Mikserc 15Q versus Samraku 12Q. It is an even game versus a 15Q and a 12Q played on the online Go server, which is online-go.com. Just Google it. It's a cool server, guys, and great for beginners to learn how to play. There's a lot of beginners on there, and I also teach on there. So yeah, a little shout out to that. But yeah, this game was played there, and I think Samraku is a regular in the series, and I think most of his games were played there. But anyway, so we have black playing normally and white not playing normally. It says oops in the chat, so I'm not sure if this was a misclick or not. But this one's not a misclick, apparently. So, white playing this way. Now, as a double-digit Q, guys, I'm sorry to say, but your combinations are not quite at a high enough level yet to be utilizing these types of moves. So I highly recommend sticking to conventional moves and conventional openings until you can learn properly how to make proper combinations and proper shapes. These moves are really advanced and really hard to use. And I think it will hinder you in your development to improve. So if you're wanting to improve, then I don't recommend playing these games at this level. If you're just playing for fun, then maybe. But I mean, this game gets submitted for review, so perhaps I'm assuming he wants to see how these moves work, or he wants to see how to play in this game. So I'm assuming he wants to improve. But I don't recommend these moves at this level because they're really hard to use because they don't get many points. They're very easy to invade, and it's really hard to utilize the influence if you don't know what you're doing. So since there's such difficult moves to utilize properly, then I feel like it's easier to just play a 3-4 start point, and sometimes 3-3 if you want to improve your game. Anyway, we'll see how this game goes. We see black playing the Chinese opening and white playing this way. And this is what I mean, making a little bit move like this. Normally this is fine, but okay, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Normally I see this type of combination, and that way, lag. That way when black comes in, you can see it's very easy to make a combination here. Oops, sorry. And that way you can make this influence and then extend along this side. And this kind of works with this, but if it's far, then maybe you'll have to push a little bit more. So for example, if it's here, black comes in, white plays here, 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 and here, like so. White may have to push one more and then do it. So maybe it still works. Maybe it still works. Okay. Anyway, that's the general idea. So that's why you play high here if you want to do that. Okay, so maybe this move's fine. I just am more familiar with K16. I don't play this very often, guys, because I don't like it. I think it's too difficult to use. So even me, I don't play this move because it's really difficult to use. Alright, so black plays inside of here, and now we will see how white follows it up. White chooses to pincer. Black jumps out. I don't recommend this. If you played this way, I think it's fine to just play here and then play this way. And now it's a little difficult what to respond if you play this way, actually. How do I respond here? How do I respond here? I don't know these Yosukis, guys. Maybe just this is fine. Can you descend here? Or no, that's not good. Maybe just fall back. That way you have an underskirt. Maybe that's okay. And then white extends over here. White gets influence. Black gets territory. And then black can invade over here. Maybe that's something to expect. However, if black plays this way and white plays this way, black does not have a base. But white also doesn't have an influence. White got territory, and black can start coming inside of here and making some interesting combinations here, and probably something like along these lines. Maybe this is good enough for white to just defend here and Tanuki? I'm not sure. Maybe I don't like this either. So what about surrounding? Okay, so this is what white did in the game. Black Tanukis. Oh no, no way. Just take the base. So I was expecting black to maybe play something like this. And maybe this is fine. I'm trying to balance the corner with the outside influence. So I'm trying to figure out what the timing is for when you need to defend the corner versus when you need the influence. This is what I mean. The balance here is really hard to utilize. I think this result's actually pretty good. Because even if white just descends here, if black goes here, white can easily just go over here. And I think white got a little bit more here, but black invaded an area where white was strong, so maybe that's fine. I usually like this move. Here, this is also an option. But if we compare this result to, well, where would my result go? This one, you can see black got less. So I think this result's going to be good for white. Hard to say. What if black just goes in the corner? Plays over here. Here. And we see this result again? Oh, we already showed that result. That's right. Ah, yeah, very difficult, very difficult. I wouldn't Tanuki it, though. I would not Tanuki it. Definitely would not Tanuki that. Alright, so white trying to play the Taisha. The Taisha is one of the most complicated variations in the game, so I'm not going to go over this too much. We do see black going for it. I always avoid the Taisha. Like, I see no reason to play the Taisha. How would you play here? Would you play here? Would you connect? I think you have to play here because I think you have to get the corner here. And then extend. But these two stones don't look good. But if you just connect... Oh, connect's good. No, it's not good because you owe a move. And then black goes here. There's not a good combination here. It's not a good combination here. What if white does this? Sacrifice, extend back, black kills the corner. There's still in some endgame here and here. So here, Aji here, and endgame here. So that's not as big as it looks. The influence is though, but white got a lot over here, and then white comes back and attacks this group. With maybe a surround. That's possible. Or I can play normal. But if we play normal, white extends, black goes here. This influence does not look good for white. So I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Don't like anything here. But anyway, so this is the game. This is the game. We see Taisha. Is this? Oh, I haven't seen this in a while. I never play Taisha. I think this is Taisha. Yeah, let's not go into everything that's possible here. If this is a Joseki, then that's fine. I'm trying to see who's the result good for, and I want to say black because these stones are in the middle. These two stones are not working with anything, and if black gets a move at C17, it's now taking the base of these stones. So white has to get to here. But as soon as white does that, these stones are weak, so maybe black will play along these lines, and now you can see these stones are really weak. Black can start jumping out, and white's floating in the center. So I want to say the result's good for black. I want to say the result's good for black. But the Taisha is complicated, guys. The Taisha is complicated. So both players playing really complicated stuff. It's such a low-level game. I'm really confused here. I don't know what to do. Normally with double-digit Q games, I can go ahead and just point out what the better moves are, but in this case, I'm really at a loss for what to play because this is really complicated. I don't like this move. I know what he's after. So if you play here, I think he's worried about this. But this isn't a problem because there's this. So this is fine. white has to fix with something. So black lived. White got points. White's alive, but white got nothing on the left. Like, absolutely nothing on the left. Black got more than white in this corner. And now black has Sente. Maybe this is fine. Or this. And I want to say the board is good for black. So I think white messed up. See, this is what I mean, guys. I think white messed up by playing the first two moves. I know it's not. I know that's not true. But going into this game, he played a very, very complicated opening, and then he didn't know how to follow it up. And you can kind of see that's what happened here. White just couldn't make the combinations work for him. And remember, I was having trouble with it, guys. This is it's a really complicated opening, and you have to study this really in depth, and you have to know it really well in order to play it. So I think if you aren't able to make good combinations in your games in general, then you can't play these advanced openings where you're sacrificing local territory to make a global combination. If you aren't really good at making those global combinations, then you're going to fall behind very fast. Because these moves do not get points locally. They are only good if you can make the global combinations. If you don't make the global combinations, then the moves are mistakes. So I will say that since white did not utilize them properly and did not make good combinations, his first two moves were mistakes. Because not for the fact that they're the bad moves, it's that he didn't make them work. If he didn't make them work, then they didn't do their job. If they didn't do their job, then they shouldn't have been played properly. So white did not utilize them properly, so I think white just simplify your game by playing more simple moves, because black has a clear advantage in this game right now. So let's look at the actual game. White making some questionable shapes here. Not getting this Hane. This Hane is kind of both players' base, so this Hane is kind of important. So now we're getting into stuff I can actually review pretty confidently without such complications. Go ahead and take. That way this descend is not Sente. Not here. Yeah, the opening I was really at a loss, guys. It's really hard. In the opening, many people know the opening is kind of like my weakest part of my game. I mean, I still have like probably a 1Q 1 dot opening at least, but it's still really complicated. The opening's really complicated and abstract, so it's really hard to say what's good and what's bad. But yeah, you guys created a complicated opening and a very difficult review for me, so that was interesting. Anyway, now we're getting into it. Black playing really slowly here, and finally getting to a big move. And with the Chinese opening, normally you want to defend the corner kind of like, well, with this shape, normally you would want to defend it kind of like this. So wow, that was kind of weird. That was weird. Yeah, you want to play this way, and that way you can surround white like so. Yeah, I don't know what that so was. That was like another octave. I did not even know it existed. But this is kind of flat. This is flat. White can easily play here. White can easily invade. This is getting nothing but a few points. So this is really flat, and you don't want that. White playing here, which is really slow. This isn't gonna die. So I don't see the purpose of playing here. Black responding though. So yeah, I mean, I don't see the purpose of playing here, guys. Black now playing this move. I don't understand this move. Normally you'd want to play this way and surround white like this, and this is kind of Joseki. Like so. Oh, sorry, that was bad order. And this is kind of Joseki. So both players not really playing properly here. Definitely not. So now black had the advantage in this area, and black forces white to make a very easy base in this area, and it's Hane headed too. Definitely not the move. So white lives very easily. Black loses his position, loses his combination, and gets very little points. Now black tries to make a combination over here. The center is not very valuable because of all these white stones, so I think if you want to play here, just play the corner. The corner is more valuable than the center right now. Yep. And black at the corner. And now we start the end game. Black trying to develop a center. So I think... I don't know who's winning. So black has a lot in the top right. White does not have hardly anything on the left. So I think black's maybe a little ahead. See, that is equal to that. That is equal to that. That is equal to that. That's a little bit more than that. So I think black's a little bit ahead, but it's pretty close. However, if black starts playing defensively like this, white will develop a very large center, and white will take the lead. No reason not to take here. And then develop the center. I mean, look at that center. Wow. White's clearly winning. No reason to go here. This stone can jump in. This stone can't. This stone has to fix first, and then you can block it. So, don't need to do that. So yeah, this stone jumps in, so you lose part of the center. Tries to get the center. Why defend this cut? It's Mii. If he goes here, you go here. If you connect, connect. So don't defend a Mii. Maybe overplay. Okay, so black and Novi. Okay, let's see how it works. No, just go here, right? So it doesn't work. Yeah, if you can't cut, then it doesn't work. That, however, does. So black, an unnecessary move there, just fix. Don't give white the extra moves. Don't give white the extra moves. This is overplay. White can just extend here. Looks like something, however, white takes. So, a little bit overplay. There's nothing in here. What is this? So that's how to lose a game. There's a... Okay, he might die, so okay, no go. That's what he's after. Wait, why? Why? You can kill him. That was your plan. Your plan's to kill him. Why? Why not kill him? Why not kill him? That was your plan. And I think it worked. I think it worked. Hold on. So if you just descend, black lives. You go here. Black just lives. Okay, so this shape, compare this shape to... Is it this one? There we go. So the throw-in is not a good move. Black just fixes here. But it's an awesome trick move because black died, but white chickened out. White chickened out and now black lives. That's funny. His plan, he threw in his stone, which is a mistake, to trick him. Then he tricks him, and then he doesn't follow it up. It's like he tricked himself. So that's kind of weird. That was funny. Alright, so I think we've gotten most of what was important in this game. Let's see. For white, don't play such confusing openings. I'm sorry to say, but you just don't have the skill to back it up right now. I think work on your global combinations a lot more before you try those moves. So just play simple moves. I also noticed that white's moves were a little bit slow sometimes, so try to speed up your moves and get to those big moves much more quickly. And try not to leave so many weaknesses behind. Black, you played very slow in this area, and you didn't have good combinations here. So I think both players need to learn how to make combinations on a global scale rather than a local scale. What I mean by that is how to work with stones on the rest of the board, not just playing a local variation. To do this, I think both players need to review old Japanese professional games. Big surprise if you've been watching my video series, because I say this so many times. Older Japanese games will help you make good combinations and good shapes. That's what will help you with that. And play games. Practice, 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 practice. You will not gain experience. You will not gain good combination skills if you don't practice stuff. So review professional games and play lots of games. And also, both players, of course, need to do Life and Death, because look at the top left corner. Yeah, so both players, up your reading, up your combinations, and keep practicing and keep gaining experience. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this review. It was a very interesting opening, very interesting first half of the game. It was very difficult for me to review, actually. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you would like to submit your own games for a chance to get it reviewed, please see the link in the description below. Alright, until next time, guys. See you!